Welcome to the lecture series on NCC subjects. This is lecture number 43, and today we discuss National Integration Council. And the lecture series, this particular lecture has three different sections. First, of course, we have to understand what is National Integration Council. That is in the first part of the lecture. Second part of the lecture, we are discussing organization and composition of National Integration Council. And the third part of the lecture, we are discussing role and function of National Integration Council. This particular lecture, we are discussing what is National Integration Council and what is the composition of National Integration Council. So I welcome all of the NCC cadets and the permanent instructors and the associate NCC officers to this particular very important lecture on National Integration Council. As we all know, national integration is essential for any country with socio-cultural, religious, and linguistic geographical diversities. So our country, India, is of course having different religions here, different languages here, races, customs, conventions, and of course numerous celebrations, festivals, etc. And of course we must have national integration because of the socio-cultural, religious, linguistic, and geographical diversities. And we must understand that India is of course a country of many religions. We have of course Hinduism here, Islam here, Christianity, Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism, and of course Zoroastrianism. And besides having all these religions, we have of course so many languages. Like we have more than 100 languages for Indians. And we must also understand the fact that despite of all these religions, castes, creeds, languages, and of course diverse climatic and geographical aspects, we Indians coexist peacefully. The peace and harmony in the country is of course well known anywhere in the world. It is of course true that sometimes of course there are some problems, but despite of all these minor problems now or now and then or at times, of course the country is noted for very harmonious relationship among the different castes, creeds, and religions of India. And we respect the culture and religion of our fellow Indians. Each and every Indian respect the culture and religion of the fellow Indians, and we must understand the fact that national integration is essential for the security and the development of the nation. Security and development of the nation is very important, and national integration, which is of course a feeling of togetherness and unity, which is essential for the development and security of the country. And in order that we have development and security, peace, harmony, and of course national integration of that particular feeling of togetherness in our country, the Prime Minister of India, that is of course Jawaharlal Nehru, founded or just organized the National Integration Council in September-October 1961. And the first meeting of the National Integration Council was in the year 1962. This is very important. September-October 1961, National Integration Council is established. It is founded. Later, the first meeting of National Integration Council took place in the year 1962. And now, of course, this is as an introduction about National Integration Council. And we know that National Integration Council is a council for ensuring or assuring that particular feeling of togetherness and peace and harmony in the country India, and with that purpose of ensuring and assuring peace, harmony, and that feeling of togetherness and unity in the country, the uh, Prime Minister of the country in the year 1961 founded the National Integration Council. And now we have to understand this particular council. It has in fact a number of people. It's an organization, and so many people are members of the National Integration Council. And now we are discussing who are the members of the National Integration Council. And now when we think of the members of the National Integration Council, we have to understand the fact that there are in fact a number of 103 members. 103 members we have, and this particular 103, who are the 103 members of the National Integration Council? Okay, and the members, we have to understand that there are 12 chief ministers, 12 chief ministers from 12 states of this particular democratic republic, the sovereign socialist secular democratic republic of India, are the members of the National Integration Council. And the next member, of course, is, besides the 12 chief ministers, we have 12 union ministers and, of course, other leaders of the political parties of the country. So 12 plus 12, 12 chief ministers, 12 union ministers, and of course other leaders of the political parties. So these are all together, we have 103 members. Now we are just going to look at the very construction, or rather the structure, the very structure of the organization, National Integration Council. On top of NIC, or National Integration Council, we have the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is the chairman of the National Integration Council. Underneath the chairman, that is of course the Prime Minister of the country, that is we have the union ministers, and there are 14 union ministers under the Prime Minister. And along with the Prime Minister and union minister, we have of course at present 30 chief ministers, right? Chief ministers from different states, we have 30 chief ministers. Then of course we have 13 political party members, and of course we have representatives of National Commission, 5 representatives of National Commission, and of course 19 media persons. Besides 19 media persons, we have of course representatives of business people, people who are of course organizing or running, very famous people who are in the business sector are also there. And there are 10 representatives of business people, and of course we have representatives of laborers as well, laborers, and we have 2 representatives of laborers, and we have women representatives, 8 women representatives, and besides of course we have eminent public figures or public representatives, that is of course total of 45. So this is the present organization or the members of the National Integration Council. So with this we can just come to the end of the discussion, that is of course National Integration Council. So first part, what is the National Integration Council for? The National Integration Council is for ensuring peace, harmony, and that feeling of national integrity, that feeling of togetherness in the country. And second part, we have seen the organization of National Integration Council, and we know that of course we have the chairman, the Prime Minister, and of course under the Prime Minister we have of course chief ministers and union ministers, political party representatives, media people, and of course we have representatives from business class, of course representatives from laborers, and of course representatives from women. All right, so all together we have more than 100 members in the National Integration Council. And this particular council, NIC or National Integration Council, is ensuring peace and harmony in the country, that is of course the greatest democracy of the world, India. So let us all ensure the fact that we, as citizens of the country, always uphold the principles of national integration. And let us just look at our fellow Indians. They are just our brothers and sisters, and let's ensure that we have that feeling of togetherness in the country. With that, I just end this particular lecture on National Integration Council. Thank you very much for listening. May God bless you all.